Welcome to Royal Pride. I'm Tim Rutherford here with Eastern Hancock Athletic Director Aaron Spalding. Welcome, Aaron.
Great to be here.
I believe this is our last show for the year. Several of our spring sports are wrapping up now. Sectionals just around the corner for most. I know the girls' track sectional happened on Tuesday.
Tuesday
correct?
night, that is correct.
So, and I think that was the first sectional we'd had. So things are starting to wrap up, and we're going to cover all of the spring sports that are going on at Eastern Hancock, but we will start with that girls' track team who competed in sectional on Tuesday night. They've had some success since our last show, though. I know they won our Eastern Hancock Invitational and did well at the conference as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They've once again had an excellent season. They, as you mentioned, a couple weeks ago, late April, we hosted an invitational at our place. The girls were victorious in that. Point out every year at that invitational, we recognize an athlete of the meet, and what that means is it's just that the athlete who scored the most points. You get various points based on your placing, and wanted to point out that Taylor Stein was the athlete of the meet. She tied with a girl from Heron, so I guess she was co-athlete of the meet to be precise. But great job by the ladies that evening. And then just this past Tuesday, well, I guess now we're working at about a week and a half ago, we participated in the conference meet. That was at Monroe Central High School. 10 schools in our conference, and the girls were victorious in that. I do want to point out we had several, not only were we team champions, we had several individual champions I'd like to highlight there. Hannah Gates in both the 100 and 300 hurdles, Taylor Stein in the 100 and 200 meter dashes, Allie Spalding in the long jump, and then we had a couple relay teams that also were conference champions, the 4x1 relay team of Kayla Fancher, Jenna Smith, and then Spalding and Gates, and then the 4x4 relay team of Stein, Gates, Spalding, and Fancher, all were conference champs. So great job at the conference getting that MEC championship.
Excellent. And then the sectional was just Tuesday night. We finished 6th out of 13 teams, but really we're in a, when you look at the track sectional, it's a one-class system.
Yeah, the good thing about the other night as far as our placement, we were 6th, but we were the highest small school. And when I'm talking about small school, I'm talking about 1 or 2A schools. We were the highest finisher of that. You know, we have teams like Lawrence North, Pendleton, Mount Vernon, those types of teams did finish ahead of us, but we scored 40 points. Very respectable. Did have a couple individuals advance out of the sectional. They'll participate in the regional, which will be next Tuesday. That'll be at Ben Davis. A couple field events. Bailey Allen in the shot put and Allie Spalding in the long jump. Will be heading to Ben Davis next Tuesday.
Excellent. The Spalding girl, do you have any idea who that is?
I know I got to go to Ben Davis now next Tuesday. That's what I do know.
Well, we're going to move on to the track with the boys now. They finished 2nd in the conference. They've had a decent season as well, though, and their sectional is tonight, though by the time you watch this, it'll be past.
Yeah.
But tonight, as of taping day, is the boys' sectional.
Yeah, they finished 2nd. I also want to go back and make sure I mention that they won the Eastern Hancock Invitational as well. Skylar Schroep was the athlete of the meet on the boys' side, so congratulations there. They finished 2nd in the conference, which I think is a great accomplishment considering we only had one champion individual. Skylar Schroep in the 800 was our champion, but just shows we have a lot of depth because we didn't have any winners, but we had a lot of kids, place in the sectional. In the conference, which allowed us to finish 2nd behind Wapahani, who had an excellent team, especially in the distance races. So congratulations to them on a 2nd place finish, and then Skylar Schroep with the 800. As you mentioned, they have a sectional tonight. That will be at Mount Vernon. So hopefully we're looking to see. We've got some kids who possibly have a chance to advance. So hopefully we can get some kids out going to the regional, which will be next Thursday at North Central.
And we've always joked with Coach Schultz since he took over the track job that he had to get a sectional title or he wasn't going to keep it.
That's right. That's right. So we'll see if he can get it done tonight.
I think we'll give him a pass with Lawrence North and some of those other teams that they're having to run if they don't win it. But looking forward to seeing some of our boys get out of the sectional as well. There's some with an excellent shot, like you mentioned. We've also had some success with the middle school track. Our boys were the county champs the other night.
Absolutely. For the second year in a row, the boys were the champions of the county meet. Excellent accomplishment. I believe last year was the first year we've ever won that county meet, and then now we've done it twice in a row. So congratulations to them. Want to recognize a few individual champions. Cole Rainbolt was the champion in both the long jump and the 200. Zach Arnold in the 100 meter dash. And then a couple relay teams, the 4x100 relay team of Rainbolt, Arnold, Ashton Smith, and Houston Swan. And then the 4x4 team of Arnold, Smith, Swan, and then Landon O'Neill. So congratulations to those boys. Great accomplishment. They had an undefeated season this year in their meets. I believe that's also the second year in a row. So they've not lost a meet in quite some time. So congratulations to Coach Michael Gallion and their team.
Excellent. And our girls, they finished third in the county. They were able to beat Mount Vernon, which is, it's always good when you can beat at least one of the county schools.
That's right.
When you're a school our size. But they really had a decent meet as well and finished third in the county and had some individual champs.
Absolutely. We did very well at the county meet, the girls' side, in the field events. We won 3 of the 4 field events. Gracie Budry in the shot put, Lily Hunt in the discus, and then Lexi Knight in the long jump. So 3 out of the 4. So, and as you mentioned, they beat Mount Vernon. So good meet. I think anytime, as you mentioned, as a school, we're about a third of the size of the other 3. If you can beat some people, that says something. So congratulations. Emily Webster was our coach this year. Did a great job with the girls, and congratulations to them as well.
Well, and as we wrap up this segment, I've learned there's a state meet for
junior
high, and we have, I think, 10 athletes.
Yeah, we have several athletes who will be going to. I don't know if this is the first time they've done this. I don't know. It's new to me, but we have several kids that'll be going to compete. Terre Haute, I believe it's Terre Haute North, if my memory serves me correct.
North Vigo, I think, high school.
Okay, so somewhere in Terre Haute we'll be competing. We got several athletes, so hopefully they can have some success there.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to seeing the results of that. So you get to go to Terre Haute this week.
Yep.
My wife gets to go because we got a split.
Yep.
So we got baseball this weekend too. And we're going to take a quick break. When we come back here on Royal Pride, we're going to head to the Diamonds. We're going to talk some softball as sectional is fast approaching for them, and then also the baseball team has had some success of late as well. We'll be back here in just a moment.
A working mom who brings her best to both roles. A community-owned telecom that connects her home with high-bandwidth fiber optic. Mom can work from home with fast, reliable connectivity and be there when the kids come home. When everyone logs on, the internet connections stay fast and the family stays connected. Ninestar Connect. Community-owned. Community strong.
Welcome back to Royal Pride. And we're going to move out onto the Diamonds, and we're going to start with the softball team. Right now, they're 14-8. They finished the MEC season 5-2, correct? Or they have one more?
I believe they have. Let's see. That's a good question. They may be finished. I don't know if they. It seems like they may have one more.
I think it's Lapel, though, is who they. I think somebody said they
Lapel.
still play Lapel.
Yeah, sounds good. So they may have finished that.
So they've had a pretty good season.
Absolutely.
14-8 right now, and looking forward to the upcoming sectional.
Yeah, absolutely. Just recently, this past Saturday, they were champions of the Blackford Invitational. They had 2 really good wins at Blackford. They beat Union County who we've run into in the regional or the sectional a number of times over the last few years, and sometimes they've gotten the best of us and vice versa, and then beat Delta. So really good win for Coach Terry Stevens to win that at Delta. Blackford beat Delta in the championship game. Had some girls who really had a lot of good success. 5 girls hitting over 400. It's a tremendous. Faith Webster batting 472. And even, let me clarify this. When I was looking at statistics yesterday, I qualified it. We have 2 at-bats per game. So we've played there. So it'd be 44 or more at-bats. We have even a couple girls who were above that threshold but didn't have as many at-bats. But anyway, Faith Webster's leading us at 472. Paige Wickard batting 448. Megan Beaver 427. Micah Black 406. And Bailey Stevens 400. So really good, really improved at the plate. I was looking over some notes from last year's show, and we had 3 girls at the time last year had over 400. So, and then Micah Black's leading us in home runs with she's hit 4. Paige Wickard 28 RBIs, and then Faith Webster 30 runs scored and 10 stolen bases leads us. So really good, like I said, really good year. Coming into the year, we were a little bit concerned. We lost quite a bit, especially at the plate, but they've really stepped up. And then we have our pitchers back from last year. Jesse Potts leads us with 7 wins. Elise Bittinger has 6 wins, and then we have a freshman who's done very well. She's pitched mostly JV, and they've had a lot of success. Maddie Turner, but she has a varsity win as well. So looks good, and that's obviously a very important spot in softball is that pitching spot.
Excellent, and as you mentioned, hitting over 400, and we've talked about this before. If you don't know anything about baseball and softball, 40% of the time or better is a very good batting average.
Yep, absolutely.
For those that don't follow Major League Baseball, usually the top hitting guy isn't around 400. Very seldom are they at 400.
I believe wasn't it Ted Williams the last when was that? 19.
I don't know.
60.
I
When I was born, yeah, it was 406. I think he hit for the Red Sox back a long time ago.
One. We had one that got close a few years ago, but I don't think we've had one since him still. Also, we mentioned we have the sectional there at Triton Central.
Yes.
That's Indianapolis Howes, who they open up with.
Yes, I believe that's Monday evening, if my memory serves me correct, to play the second game. So that'll be about a 7 p.m. start. And then if we win that night, we go on Tuesday night, and then the championship would be on Wednesday. So looking forward to seeing those, hopefully some success. We got Triton Central in the sectional championship last year. I think there's a possibility we could meet again, and I think that's the only team in the sectional that has beaten us this year. So, hopefully we can avenge that.
So it's always good to be on the opposite side of the other.
Yes,
of the
absolutely.
Of that other
Absolutely.
Team. That way you can meet in the championship.
Absolutely.
And them having beat us early in their season might work to our favor too. Sometimes that's a little added motivation.
Absolutely.
So on the other diamond, our baseball team, I know they had a rough start to the season, but then since then they've really had some success.
They've really played well. As you mentioned, they started off kind of rough. I think some weather issues and our spring break kind of kind of got us off to a rough start. But their overall record right now is 10-14, but they had a rough start. What they've really excelled in is our conference, going 6-2. I think if we got some help. Still maybe a chance that maybe we could get a share of probably not going to happen, but we're right up there at the top. They had probably our biggest win of the year was over Wapahani, which is always a highly ranked team in the state at the 2A level. Also, that same week we beat Daleville we actually split with them a doubleheader, but the conference game is that first game of doubleheader. We won that, and Daleville. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, they won the 1A state championship. So really good programs. That same week we fell to Greenfield 3-2 in a great game. So they've done that. Like I said, they've since that rough start, they've really come on.
I believe Wapahani was ranked third.
Third or fourth, something of that nature. They very high, and always an excellent program. In the last couple of years they've won the state as well. So
Well, and with the new pitching rules, having 3 tough games in the same week is it's pretty good to come out of there 2-1, and the other one only be 3-2.
yeah, and we had another guy that same week. We beat Randolph Southern 10-9 in 9 innings. So it was a good week for us.
So, yeah, and I think everybody on the team must have had to pitch.
Probably.
If you're playing that many games.
Probably
in a week.
pulling coaches in there to pitch. I don't know.
Well, we've got some individual stat leaders for the baseball team as well. It looks like A.J. Meggie and Andrew Knobloch are leading us in average.
Yeah, they're both hitting over 300. A.J. at 364, Andrew at 338. Andrew Knobloch, or Knobloch is the correct pronunciation, also leads us. He's hit 2 home runs and has 24 RBIs. Both those seniors, so done a great job. On the mound, Andrew Knobloch leads us in victories. He's 3-3 on the year, but has an under 3 ERA, 2.87, which is excellent. Like for instance, just give you that. AJ is our other pitcher that's really excelled. Addison is 2-2. Addison True, let me back up there, is 2-2, and he also has under 3 ERA at 2.77, which is excellent. And then I did want to mention that Wapahani game. A.J. Meggie pitched a 9-inning shutout there to win 1-0. So very impressive there on the mound that game. They also will be open up the sectional. It's at Heritage Christian. I believe that's a week from yesterday. I believe they open up next Wednesday, if my memory serves me correct. I think that's Trident Central. I've got to think that through, but I believe that 5 p.m. Trident Central on May 24th, what is that? Next Thursday.
Yes, next
okay,
Thursday.
Next Thursday. So that's where we got, make sure I get that right. So
Excellent. Well, looks like maybe a chance for some success. Who's their biggest challenger in the
Heritage
sectional?
Christian, I believe, is probably the biggest challenge in that sectional. I'm not sure if they're ranked or not, but a very successful program. It's at their place, which is always a challenge. So we'll see.
How did we do against Triton? Or was that one of the rainouts?
Yeah.
Because we had several of
Yeah,
those early.
I can't remember off the top of my head. During the break, maybe I'll look that up and we can get that out.
Excellent. Well, we're going to move out to the tennis courts because they also have their sectional this evening. If you're watching this, it'll probably be last night or the day before.
Yeah.
But tonight, the tennis sectional, they've had a couple wins this year and a little bit of success and continuing to improve in the program.
Yeah, it's a very young team. We've mentioned that in previous shows. They actually got their 3rd win of the year last night against Randolph Southern. And they, like I said, they've had some really young kids. They're gaining some valuable experience. Kind of mentioned some of these girls. Chelsea McMahon is at 1 singles. She has 4 wins on the year, but once again, she's playing the best the other team has to offer every night. And she's got just a sophomore, really making some nice improvements. Actually, she has 5 wins after last night. Cassandra Hanneman has 5 wins at 2 singles. Valentina Brooks, and I need to add one. I have my notes from last night. That's 6 wins. Valentina has at 3 singles, and then we have a couple doubles groups of some young kids. Madison Hagan is a sophomore. She partners with Kayla Huff at 1 doubles. They have 4 wins on the year. Now Kayla is our lone senior who's playing at the varsity level. So a lot of these kids coming, and then Chloe McCarty and Karina Jennings have 5 wins at 2 doubles. Chloe is a freshman. Karina is a sophomore. So got a lot of young kids developing. So I think good things are coming for our tennis program.
And who do they play tonight in the?
They play Mount Vernon at Mount Vernon in the sectional tonight.
Because they're non-class as well.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here on Royal Pride. When we come back, we're going to go out to the golf course and then talk about some other things coming up here at Eastern Hancock.
Carnegie's A Place to Eat is the place for exceptional dining in Greenfield. Enjoy our hand-cut steaks, fresh seafood, herbs and vegetables straight from our gardens, prepared with a Northern Italian flair. Chef Ian and his staff welcome you as our guests to enjoy fine wines, dinners, and ambiance. Carnegie's is the place for your special event with a private room that seats 100. Perfect for your next party, business meeting, or wedding reception. We are located in the historic Carnegie Library in downtown Greenfield. We'll see you at Carnegie's.
Welcome back to Royal Pride, and we're going to wrap up golf as our last sport we haven't talked about yet on the show. We finished 6th at the MEC match, and have had a little bit of success.
Yeah, they
did some good things.
Yeah, we want to point out Lauren Matlock shot an 84 at the conference match. That made him 3rd in the conference. I believe top 12 is deemed all conference. So congratulations to Lauren. Just a sophomore. We also had another, I believe he's a junior. No, he's a sophomore. I don't know. Gage Deezer also was finished 20th. I think that gives you all, honorable mention status in the conference. So he finished 20th. But some good things going on. They is our sport that goes the furthest in the spring. So their sectional is a while out. It won't be till June. So they've got a decent portion of their season left to go. But some good things happening there as well.
Excellent. And we have the tallest golfer?
Well, yeah, Peyton Gray. I think he's the only 6'7" golfer in the state. Probably. I don't know.
Well, the fortunate thing is Dad had clubs because his dad's tall too, so he's able to use those
exactly.
and didn't have to go buy special ones. So, good luck to the golf team on the rest of the season, and we'll look forward to wrapping that up when we come back in the fall. Well, a couple commitments we've had. First, Chris Walton has committed to swim at Ohio Northern.
Yeah, Chris is he is the most, at least to this point, decorated boy swimmer in Eastern Hancock history. Holds a good portion of our records on the boys' side. He's going to go to Ohio Northern University, which is a Division III school, and I believe he's going to study construction management there. So congratulations to Chris. It's always great to see our kids, go on and compete at a higher level. Chris, we wish him nothing but best as he goes forward.
And also, one of our basketball players has committed to play at Aurora.
Yep, Tyler Castle has decided he's going to go play in Aurora. That's in a Division III school in Illinois. One of our former assistants and nemesis on the court, Dustin McGee, went to Aurora. He's now the head coach at Knightstown. He used to be an assistant for us. Played there back in the late 90s. I don't know. No, that's not right. I'm making him older than he is. It's the mid 2000s. I think he was a 2004 grad, if I remember correct. Maybe 5. I don't know. I think it was 2005 high school grad. So he would have been there in the mid to late 2000s. He played there as well.
And I believe he was a freshman the year Adam Engelking was a senior, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
So yeah, that'd be about 05, 06, somewhere in there. And he came to the good side for a while, and now he's back to the dark side.
Back to the dark side, that's right.
We have had some award winners also. We have a few awards that are given out, the Carolyn Johnson Award winners and EHAB Royal Pride Athlete winners.
Yeah, we, last night, for those on a different night, Wednesday, May 16th, we had every year we have a senior awards program. Not just athletics, this is for everything. We announce scholarships and award winners, academic, athletic, the arts, whatever. But athletics, a portion of those presented as well. We give 3 major awards through athletics on that night. The first one is Carolyn Johnson. For those of you who maybe aren't familiar with Carolyn, she was started as a teacher at Eastern Hancock. She may have, I think she was original with the new building or close to it. She worked there for a long time. And then she became what was in past years called the GAA, which was the Girls Athletic Director. I don't know the exact, the way that plays out as far as what those stands for, the acronym stands for. But then she became the athletic director. She was the athletic director at Eastern Hancock when I arrived in 1999. and just left a really great legacy. So just a little bit about Carolyn Johnson. We have named our highest award for an athlete after her, and that's presented every year to one boy and one girl who have contributed the most to Eastern Hancock athletics. That's voted on by the head varsity coaches of all sports. But our 2 award winners there, A.J. Meggie was our male recipient. He was all conference in football and basketball. Baseball, I don't know. I mean, could be that as well. We haven't had those awards out yet. But just a 3-sport athlete and a major contributor all. Liberty Durham on the girls' side. Liberty has been a major contributor to our cross country and track programs, who have been very successful. And she was also a major contributor to our basketball program, not only this year as a senior, but as a junior when the team advanced as far as they've ever advanced. So those are our 2 Carolyn Johnson Award winners. And then we have, every year our booster sponsors a Royal Pride Award. We have our vision, which we've talked about in this show several times. 3 components: character, competitive greatness, leadership that serves. We wanted to recognize kids who best embody those characteristics. Once again, this is voted on by the head varsity coaches. On the girls' side, that person was Madison Stunda. She was a volleyball player. She had run track some in the past, but her major contributions was in volleyball. And then on the boys' side, we actually had a tie. Chris Walden, we've already mentioned him as a swimmer, and then Will Huffman, who's been a major contributor in our cross country and our track programs. And then the final thing we give is what we call Royal Scholar Athletes, and those are kids who've went 4 years while participating in athletics, basically never got a C on the report card. They got A's and B's all the way through. Obviously found a way to effectively balance athletics and academics. But we had 5 kids who achieved that: Micah Black, Lori Els, Elijah Harris, A.J. Meggie, and Madison Stunda. So I want to congratulate them for a very good job both in the classroom and on the athletic fields.
Excellent. And coming up, we always do an awards night after every season. Our spring awards night I see here is Wednesday, June the 6th.
Yep, got that coming up here. Believe it or not, June 6th will be here before we know it. That's when we'll recognize. We also do in our spring awards, we also do our senior athletes. We recognize them on that evening. So, that's where we do that, because in the fall we do it at football game, the basketball we do it at the boys basketball game. We don't really have a major public event in the spring, so that's our biggest event. So that's where we recognize the seniors.
Excellent. And coming up with the Education Foundation, correct? The Mud
Yes.
Run
Yes.
on May 26th.
Yes, that's become bigger and bigger every year. We have they've had this mud run, which to me is, I don't like running when I'm clean, let alone when I'm muddy. But a lot of people, that's been very, very popular. It's been very, very successful. Our foundation does a great job. You can find out, there's all kinds of places you can get it. I know on our website you can go and get information on the mud run, but that's on May 26th, Saturday morning, Memorial Day weekend. So if that's something that interests you, then go check it out.
And finally, there's going to be lots of camp opportunities. I think what people should know, if it's in the gym, it's going to be the high school gym.
Yes, that is true.
All summer long.
Yes, all summer long. We're doing some major repairs to some ceiling work in both the elementary and the middle school gym areas. So those are off limits. So all our camps will be there in the high school if they're in gym. I know we have tennis camps going on. Those will be in July. Football also, I believe, is in July. Got girls basketball, boys basketball camps going on, but you can find all that information on our website.
Excellent. Well, thank you again. Another great year. Look forward to hopefully doing this again next year with you and learning, teaching everybody and talking to them about what's going on with Eastern Hancock athletics, as well as some of the other fun events that are going on around our school. So we look forward to next year, and until then, for Aaron Spalding, I'm Tim Rutherford saying see you later here on Royal Pride.